Hi friends. One of the questions we sometimes get is how do I respond if I'm talking to a Mormon or Mormon missionaries and they encourage me to read the Book of Mormon? First of all, as a general rule, we don't want to spend a lot of time in the Book of Mormon. Instead, we want to quickly pivot to the Bible because we know it alone has the words of life. However, sometimes they can be pretty insistent. And so, in cases like that, you may actually then choose to read the portion they're recommending. Now, the sections they encourage Christians to read almost always will focus on what you have to do. These sections in particular are filled with conditionals. So go through and highlight words like if and after and unless. You get the idea. Things that sometimes may be followed by then. One person counted 476 conditional clauses in the Book of Mormon. Inevitably, they'll ask, what did you think? Here I would respond with really heavy shoulders. I found it actually discouraging. It was really depressing. You know what I mean? They'll be surprised to hear you say that, to which you'll have an opportunity to explain. Well, these conditional words like if, unless, after, when, they place all the pressure on you. It just seems hopeless. And now at this point, you can pivot into the Bible. For example, they may share, it is by grace you've been saved after all we can do. Then you could pivot to Ephesians 2. It is by grace you've been saved, period. Tell them that one of the reasons you love the Bible so much is because God has removed the ifs. He's erased them. Encourage them in the future to highlight all of the conditionals throughout the Book of Mormon, and then suddenly they're just going to jump off the page everywhere. And by doing this, you've actually helped them to grow in discernment. It's like providing them a new set of lenses. Then encourage them to read passages in the Bible where they will very clearly see God has removed the ifs. Sometimes you'll be asked to read the Book of Mormon. Help them to see what those words really say. Use it as a witnessing opportunity to talk about God's unconditional love. That's all for today, friends. Go give Him heaven.